right. So today going to be a good day. Another good day. So I hope you guys had a good rest, and I hope you all was able to, to reflect on our journey ahead and where we came from, how far we came, and we are here now in the moment, and how far, we plan to go. I hope last night you guys was able to sort of take notes of your life, notes of your life as to how do I want to live my life, what do I want to live my life as, who do I want to live my life with, how do I want to live my life, what do I want to live my life as. I want to live it as a martial artist, as a good person, a scientist, just as whatever you want to, who you want to live it with. You want to live it all the time with the greatest force of the universe, with the people you're living it with right now, or still looking for somebody to live it with. Who do I want to live my life with? What do you want to live it as? Are you happy? Do you know what happiness is? Are you finding it? Are you confused? Are you honest? Are you truthful with your own self? And so all those things, as you become a martial artist, an artist of life, not a martial athlete. There's a lot of people who are just martial athletes. They could kick and jump and punch. I used to be a martial athlete when I was younger. I do the impossible with my body when I was coming up. And as you keep training and training, you become an artist of life. An artist of life. Not just an artist of art, but the art of life. And so that's where we want you guys to be. And every time we have thousands of Purple Dragon black belts all over the world. Thousands. And they say the longer someone stay in anything is a day closer to them quitting. I'm hoping that is not a good statement. I'm really hoping that this is not a good statement. The longer someone stay in your life is a day closer to them quitting. If that is by death, physical death, then that's a good thing. It means that you was able to make the right choice to go right through to death, to physical death, not just the death of love or the death of, a marriage or the death of a job or some kind of thing like that. It's just life, to be able to have a friend for life, have something in your life for life. Sometimes when I just maybe have 2 or 3 childhood friends that I went to school with, and they're still my friends to this day, and it feels so nice. When I see them, whenever I see them, not very regularly, but when I see them, I just laugh and they laugh, and only us know what we're laughing at. And if I have anybody with me, they don't know what we're laughing at, but we remember when we were kids, what we used to, mischievousness we used to do, jump over the neighbor fence and grab some mangoes and jump back over, and then somebody tell your mom, give you a straighten out because you shouldn't do that, And so, but they laugh and they know. When we hide the teacher chalk and we hide the teacher stuff, so the teacher looking everywhere for it, and, the mischievousness we used to do. And so what we laugh at, and nobody knows what we laugh at, but we are childhood friends. When we supposed to go to school, and the teacher, we didn't like that teacher too much, and we skipped school and hide from the school, going to school, cheat, which is not a good thing, because the only person you're fooling at that point is yourself when you're skipping school, but we used to do that. But when you see that childhood friend, you remember all those things. And so, when you come to Purple Dragon, and you come to martial arts, and you make a friend in Purple Dragon, it should be, as of this day, I have chosen you to be my friend for life. For life. For life. All of my life. In happy moments, I love you. In not so happy moments, I still love you. That's why in Purple Dragon, when one of the black belts have a new baby, and they bring the baby to the dojo for the first time, and when I'm there, and they introduce the baby to me, I like to hold the baby like above my head, and I like to say to the baby, when they tell me the baby name, repeat the name of the child to the child, and hold the child higher than my head, and say, welcome to the world. We love you, and we'll love you in your good times. And we love you and would love you in your not so good times, but we will always have a perfect love for you no matter what the outcome. We might not tolerate the outcome, but we love you. This is a perfect love for you. And then we give the baby back to their parents. But we lift them high. And if you live a life with a lot of heights, a lot of experience, somebody might see you like 5'11", but man, you might be 1,000 feet tall. But they just don't know that they can't see because they don't know your journey. So they might just see you lifting the baby here, but they just can't tell how high because they don't know you. Or you wish that baby well. And you right now, you are that baby. And we're trying to lift you and wish you well. All of you guys. If you're going from a brown belt to a black belt, or a black belt to a higher black belt, or whatever your journey might be, you're trying to be that black cloth man, that black cloth woman, that black cloth man, that black cloth woman. And a lot of times, warriors, you know, some of you guys depart and you depart early. But you know, in Purple Dragon, as we say, we're not worried too much about your departure. We are worried about what? Your arrival. Can you arrive well? When you reach where you reach, the people are going to be waiting to cheer you on and hug you and welcome you and embrace you, or they're going to be waiting to just harm you when you arrive. Treat you with scorn, treat you like you are germs. What are you doing here? We don't need you here. Why are you here? Go back where you come from. How are you going to arrive? What your arrival going to look like with your new black belt? What are your arrival going to look like? Because now you have new truth. New truth. And some people who didn't ascend themselves with you, now that you are here, what are you doing here? Who do you think you are, Mr. Hot Stuff? Miss Hot Stuff. Because some people can't stand the light. They can't stand your light, your new truth, your new purpose, your new height. They can't deal with it. So you guys have to be able to understand how that works, and you have to be able to withstand what you understand. You're going to lose a lot of friends because you're growing and they don't want to grow with you. And all they need to do is to grow with you, and you need to grow with them. Instead of growing apart, we grow together. We grow together to grow together. So when you guys come to Purple Dragon, yes, it could be a painful, yes, it could be a purification process, but yet you have to uproot all the negatives. You know, the faces and the names may change, but the conspiracy remains the same. But you're going to be all right as a purple warrior. Just keep the last part of the kun that says, I believe in me, not in the enemy, in me. Not in the enemy, in me. I believe in me. I believe in me with you. Forgive me. But I believe in me without you. Forgive me again. But I believe in me in spite of you. Because I believe in me. And if you like me, we could go further. If you don't like me, then I will go further. Could be further apart, wherever, but we're going to go. You won't deliver in this world, warriors, in defeat. Somebody will tell you you ain't nothing. Somebody will say, I don't have to talk to you like that. You're not in the dojo. Why I should come and treat you with all that respect? You think you're in the karate dojo? No, you're not in the dojo where people might come and give you a bow of reverence. The greatness in me, me the greatness in you. Just go back to the dojo with that. Don't come here figuring that I'll treat you like that. Who you think you are? This is not Purple Dragon. This is the house we live in. But you live in the house of Purple Dragon. Purple Dragon have so many beautiful people. Beautiful people and beautiful stories all over the world. It is one of the sad things about the good thing is that we sitting on the side of us, you don't know who you're sitting by. You may be sitting by the next president, the next prime minister, the next speaker of the house, the next scientist, the next discoverer of something. You just don't know who you're sitting next to. Because you don't know their plans, you don't know their goals, they don't know your future, you don't know theirs. But everything is with hope and expectation that it will be well. You don't know. And some of you don't know that you don't know. And they say he who knows and knows that he knows is a wise man or woman. He who knows and don't know that he knows, and you know that he knows, wake him up. And who he doesn't know. He who does not know and act like he knows, and you know that he don't know, is a fool. What do you do with fools? You leave them alone. Because if you don't leave them alone, then you're going to be the fool that break your own heart. So as a purple warrior, don't let nobody diminish you. And don't let you diminish you. And there are times in life you would feel like, I am nothing, I am nobody, I am this. And you go back to where you once belonged sometime in a dark place. But then you have to quickly snap out of it and say, I am here to persevere and never give up. That's not me. That person entering my spirit, that thing entering my spirit is not me. It's not me. I wasn't delivered into this world in defeat. When you look at your fingers, your fingerprint, it doesn't look like your mother's fingerprint. It's yours. It doesn't look like your daddy's fingerprint. It's yours. That means as much as you love your mom and your dad, you are an individual person, and you wasn't delivered in defeat, and you have to be able to go past your mom and dad so you could make them proud. Because while you are off them, but you're not them. Look at your fingerprint, it's not the same. Your fingerprint taking you to a journey beyond mom and dad, where they want you to be, where they couldn't go. They want you to go there. But maybe some friends might not want to go. They'll drag you down like water seeks its own level. So you have to be able to just say, I wasn't delivered in defeat. I wasn't delivered. You don't have to say it aloud. Just say it quietly. It's like when people pulling you in the wrong direction. And it's sung in like the right direction. I wasn't delivered in this world in defeat. I'll be all right. You know how sometimes when you're fighting, when you're sparring, and you want to close the gap, you just leave your head right here. When you're sparring and you want to close the gap. And you know how you have 3 zones when you're fighting? The safety zone, the danger zone, and the what? And the firing zone, right? And sometimes you're sparring with somebody and you're making sure that you see in your head here, but you're tapping your leg like that and you're inching up, but they don't know you're closing in on them because they're watching your head and you're locking eyes with them and you're sneaking your legs in and you're doing a evasion style, you're eluding them. And before you know it, you're right in there. Firing zone, and just lean your body and you're hitting them because you're just moving like that, but you're keeping your head because they don't want to see your head going nowhere. People want to control your head, so you got to control your head and let them think your head where it is where they want it to be. But your foot inching in, so when your head moves, it's too late for them. So know your zone. Know your zone. And stay in your lane. If you stay in your lane, you won't have no accidents. And I was telling you about the great people among us. And a lot of great people don't like to think themselves as great, eh? And I am one of those people. I know I'm a great person. And I know some people say, who the hell he think he is? Look at where he going bragging. You're not bragging for me. Why shouldn't I? You see some people get caught up with, they take being self-confidence for cockiness. If you're confident in yourself, people say you're cocky. Or you like to brag. I'm not bragging. When you put a bragger, the difference is when you put a bragger to the test, he fails miserably. But if somebody put you to the test and you can pass, you're not bragging. You're only confessing. So we have great people among us. And we have great stories to be told. And we have greatness ready to explode among us. But some of you guys are quiet. You're quiet power. You're quiet power. You're quiet and you're powerful. Let your light shine. Don't hide your power behind the bush, because nobody would find you. Shine your light. Let your light shine so good men and women could see your work. Sometimes I think about stories in Purple Dragon as my journey through the decades. And some stories are so beautiful, but at the same time, the beauty is in the pain. The beauty is in the pain, and if we don't want to deal with the pain, we never will be able to unfold and see the beauty. I don't know if you understand what I mean. The pain, the beauty is in the pain. Brother Amma, come and sit down here with me. Come and sit down here. Come, please. Sit right here on my left. The beauty is in the pain. You know how much I love you, man. Yeah, the beauty is in the pain. When this man come to grade in Trinidad, the first time, he came, him and his young brother, came to. He's one of the first guy I taught my steel whips, and I give it to him as a gift. I don't know if you even remember the moves I was teaching you with that steel whip. Absolutely. You remember? Absolutely. You know why I give you that steel whip? Not only because I love you, I was trying to distract you. But I never tell you that. Because you had just lost your dad, and I just wanted to teach you something so that you focus on that and not focus on your loss. And the whip belonged to me, and I won many championships with that all over the world. So I wanted you to have. You still have that, man? It's okay. It's okay. It'll be all right. So we were having grading like this morning. So we're going to keep each other strong. It's okay. It's okay. And he was just about 13 years, and his brother might have been somewhere around there, early teenage. And we went for a run, the morning run. And his dad wanted to run with him and his brother in the group. And I said, anybody who feel any tightness on the chest and they run in, they have vehicles, go into one of the vehicles. And his dad was running and he was staggering. And they say, go into one of the vehicles, but he wanted to run with his boys, give them energy. And when we reached up to the dojo upstairs, I fainted the daddy. And one of my daughters came to me and she said, Daddy, Dr. Abudu Jama fainted, and can you come out? So I came out, ran back outside. He was my brother. And I held him in my arms, and I started doing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I was breathing my best breath into him. And you know how in life sometimes you could touch, but you can't feel? You could smell, but you can't scent. You could hear, but you can't listen. Those were my lessons, and I held him in my hand, and I was just breathing into his mouth and talking to him. And the ambulance came, and I didn't have no shoes. I jumped into that ambulance, and him and I'm trying to keep him there, and I get to the hospital, and when I get to the hospital, they told me he's not going to be going back to the dojo with me. And wow. So I had to go back to the dojo and face him and his brother there from overseas. And he's a single dad with 2 sons. And when I get back to the dojo and to come into the door, it was difficult for me to walk into the door because as a messenger, I didn't have the message. And as either him or his younger brother said to me, where is Dad? I say he didn't make it. And one of them said to me, it was little, would you be our dad then? And I said, yes, I'll be your dad. And the grading had to continue, and they continued the grading without the dad, and everybody was chanting and screaming and cheering them on. And they made it. And then I had to try to get the dad out of the country. And I couldn't get him out of the country, the body. I couldn't get the body out of the country. I don't know, I never tell you this. But it's okay. I couldn't get him in, and then the authorities said to me, we're going to have to bury this body here in Trinidad as a John Doe. I didn't know what a John Doe and a Jane Doe was. Died without a name and without a burial thing and put you in a box and put you there. And I say, we can't do this. And I remember the lady name, one of the students. She was a good woman. She used to love to listen to his dad speak because he was an eloquent speaker, Dr. Jama. Very authoritative guy, but well educated. And she said, Professor, I'm going to do something here. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm not a liar, as you know. I say, I know, sister. She said, but I want to let you know that this is my cousin. He's my cousin. I said, he's my cousin? He's your cousin? She said, yes, he is now. I say, okay. So, only a family member could sign the papers. So a cousin signed the paper. She was working in the hospital, and that's how we was able to get the body out of Trinidad back to the country. Because a family member, and his mother was really old, his grandmother. She couldn't travel. She's too old. She couldn't make it to travel. So we get the body out. Thank you so much. And the rest is history. So he made it his black belt, and I took his father's shirt. I cut his father's shirt. And I made his black belt for him and his brother and put his father's shirt as the lining of his belt so that they would always have their dad with them when they train. And so I'm saying this to lead to something. We have greatness among us. But his father was always an advocate for higher education. And him and his brother were always bright kids. Bright, academically, bright kids, sharp. And the rest of his story is a beautiful story. You don't know it, but we're sitting among greatness now with this young man. And I want, Brother JJ, hang on one second. So you're now trying to become a psychologist. Right. And so this morning we're talking about the conversation was greatness among us in Purple Dragon. And the sad thing is that a lot of these people on the floor has so much greatness in them, and they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know, or they're shy to let others know that they know, but they want to be modest. And so I want you to quickly and in short, just tell how great this brother is, because one of his teachers is now one of your teachers. Yeah? And you didn't know that. No. Yeah? So can we have a mic on there? Your two kids are genius in the making, your son and your daughter. His wife is such a bright woman and something else. She's from Africa, and she's like a cancer specialist. Yeah. She couldn't make it today. But she's one of the brightest women in America.
Yeah. In the world.
In the world. In the world.
Bush Grandmaster. So for my my dissertation for my PhD thesis in psychology, I'm reviewing the history of the psychology thesis that I'm having to deal with for my degree. And in my review, I'm reading about Dr. T. Curry, who is the foundational African-American PhD on the planet. He actually developed his thesis in an entire line of study among African-American males. And so in conversation with Dr. Jama, we were talking, and he said to me that, of course, he's a professor at Texas A&M University. And he is the fourth doctorate tenured professor in the history of A&M University in Texas, in the history of the whole school.
Philosophy department.
In the Department of Philosophy. The third African-American PhD in that department recommended him to succeed him. And whilst we spoke, he was saying to me, such and such doctor referred him in that department of psychology. And when he said the name, I was like, yo, that's who I'm studying under. I had no idea that Dr. Jama his tenured came from Dr. Curry, and that this individual was the fourth most premier African-American professor in psychology in the University of Texas. That's what he is.
So when young students go into our dojo in Texas to train with Shehan Lizelle, and Dr. Jama, that's where he trains, and he is like a magnet to the young kids on the dojo. They like to run and play with him and jump and arm wrestle and play games with him. And that's what is rubbing off on those kids. He have on a black belt and a gi, but the teacher, a male figure, is a genius, and that's who teaching them block routine 1 and block routine 2 and telling them stay strong. And we have a lot of the genius on the floor around us. Mr. Young right there is a scientist. He's a scientist. Mr. Young right there. Thank you. Yes. And we could go on and on and on at the people sitting on the floor in different gradings who are well educated and sit quiet among everybody that you will never know. And then you have parents, what is karate thing? I just need out, blah, 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 blah. It's time to study. I don't want my kids, I don't want them wasting time at karate. They could do that at another time, and they don't know that they have a little lantern in their hand, still looking for a flame. And the lantern is Purple Dragon. I would rather my child come to the dojo and have a conversation with this young man about how to be highly educated. After class, when we're talking about tell me how to become, a professor in psychology. Because you're one of the 4 brightest men in America in that area. How do I do this? Or somebody talking to Mr. Young and saying, Senpai, I want to be a scientist. But I'm from a two-season mentality country. So it's not really possible if I don't have a passport to with a visa to migrate to be great. But I have some parents who want me to be a thing, but they don't know how, and they don't know that's the wrong choice because they have a two-season mentality and a two-season passport. And they don't know that they don't know, but they're acting in blindness and in ignorance. So in order to be this or that, you need to migrate to be great. Yeah, I know some of you will say, yeah, but we have internet now, we could go online and do that. It's not the same like when you're in there and you can talk to your professor. So, and I could continue to point out people here who are standing in the audience who have just greatness in them, like you would not believe. People that you could talk to. People who know how to make money. Because everybody has said, money is not everything, but it helps. Some people here know how to make money. Brother Richard Stanner. He knows how to make money. He knows how to make money. I like when he come and pick me up the way he picked me up and drive me around when I'm in the States. He knows how to make money. I like that. I'm not so sure. I just think he sold a business for about 13 million US dollars. But he on the dojo. But that's what he do. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on about successful people sitting next to you. And your mother don't know and your father don't know, but you better get out of this purple dragon thing, wasting your time with this karate. Come on and study, and you don't even have a passport, some of you all. I wish some parents was here to hear this and see this. Cut out the nonsense. The mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's fully open. Open your mind. And see the horror stories that some people came from. When this brother had to come back to grade, the reason why he didn't come back to grade the second time is because he had to cross over the spot where his father's body was laying, so he didn't have the strength to step over where his father's energy was. And he had to work and work for years and years to make up his mind and get the strength to cross over that spot to come back into the dojo to grade. So he didn't grade for a long time because he couldn't face that spot. You all understand what I'm talking about? And when you talk about I'm here to persevere and never give up, I heard you all yesterday. I came, I saw, I enter, and I will conquer. This is the bunkaya, what we're talking about. Whoever believes that a guy with bad English grammar, my grammar ain't so good, my grandpa ain't so good, I speak colloquial. Sometimes they say, what did you say? It's not matching up. You're not speaking Queen's English, but I'm communicating well. You understand why you beating me down. Simply because you went to a college somewhere, but God gave me my knowledge. And I speak from the heart and I speak the truth. I can't speak like some of you guys. I can't speak like these guys. But I can speak the truth. And look at what I'm producing. You all understand what's going on? Every one of you guys is a success story, a book. All of you guys is a book waiting to be written. All of you guys. Some of you guys on the bottom shelf. Some of you guys on the second shelf. Some on the third, fourth, fifth. Some on the top shelf. A book waiting to be written. Some about life, some about pain, some about sex, some about money, some about joy, some about, everybody. Just so many paragraphs and chapters and all kinds of stuff waiting to be written. But guess what? You don't have an audience of your own. Maybe Purple Dragon might be part of your audience, but you don't have an audience of your own. Because you didn't spend time building an audience. When you have one here, this is your family. International, build a strong, universal self. So a lot of you guys are books, bestsellers, just waiting to be written and published. But you don't know that you don't know, and somebody will tell you you wouldn't make it. And if you believe them, it's better you leave them. And go ahead and do what you ought to do. And don't squander your youth, your youthfulness. Especially little ones, young ones like Dante, and all, don't squander your youthfulness. I am so proud of so many of you guys sitting here. When I say so proud, I mean I'm so proud. I'm not a man of little words. Sometimes people say, oh God, he ain't going to stop now. Jesus Christ, he could talk. But because I have something to say, and I think it's good. Hear what success is. Dante, come here. Thank you. I give Dr. Jama a nice big round of applause. Congratulations. Stay strong. Wow, 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 wow. Give him another round of applause. There's a lot of people who are not that wise that says men not supposed to cry because it makes you look weak. Well, in that case, I must be real weak. And I don't think I'm weak. I'm sensitive. I'm caring. I love people. I understand the painful purging, purification process. I wrote it. It's in your book. So I feel for people because I feel for me, because I know where I came from. I understand my section R. I took some of you all, invite you all to the house of the Purple Dragon, down in the jungle, and you all see where it all started. God started. Let me tell you something about your daddy. You already know. But your daddy, when he was a teenager, came and joined the Purple Dragon in Arima. And he grew up in an era with people like Sheehan, Arnold King, and Simpai Zen King, and a bunch of those guys from some here to persevere, and others lost their way. And we give them a light, a permanent light, for 4 directions, east, west, north, and south, and the dragon's nostril. And they allow somebody to come and out their light so they can't find their way. So your daddy was really an ambitious guy, but he was poor. And so Prof. Thompson had a fridge, a refrigerator in the dojo. And your daddy was so ambitious, and he had a very entrepreneurial spirit. So he used to make something like ice blocks. We used to call it soccer bag. And Prof. Thompson used to allow him to make it and sell it on the dojo. So he would raise money, yeah? But he used to go around and try to buy and sell, it's like encyclopedia. I used to buy it from him. A magazine, what was the name of that magazine, man? Newsweek. Yeah. He used to go around and sell that. I used to buy it from him, not because I wanted to read it, to be quite truthful. I just didn't want him to fail. I never tell him that, don't let him know it. But I would buy it from him to support him because I saw his strength. And he really didn't want to be a lost kid because we were losing a lot of them to the prison, to the jail. Your father was coming up in a time when Prof. Thompson and I had to go into the drug den in the ghetto. We went in, that's in your father time. Him and I went into the ghetto in a drug den where the guy's selling drugs to get back one of our students who was close to your daddy. But your daddy wouldn't go there because this guy, mother and father fighting, and they're fighting, and this guy, he think he found a family in the drug den. Him and I drive into that place, and we told those guys we didn't come for no trouble. We just come to collect this guy. This guy belonged to us. We didn't come for no trouble. We come to collect this kid. This kid belonged to us. He's a Purple Dragon kid. He wasn't a black belt. but he was from that era. So we went and get the kid back, bring him back to the dojo, bring him back to his mother, and then his mother was one of those who start attacking Purple Dragon. He can't come to train because school and lessons after we get him back from those guys. So I back off, we leave him alone. Guess where he end back? Same right there. And then guess where he end up? Underground. He died. And then she said we caused his death because when she asked us to go back and get him, we didn't go. I'm just telling you, but your daddy didn't go there. He came and practiced today, I begin new life. I'm unstoppable on Mondays. He came on Tuesdays and practiced failure will no longer be my rewards for my struggles. He came back the next day and said, I will be master of my emotion. And he came back and practiced those things. And then we had a Purple Dragon branch in Cayman Island that was started by Sensei Shihan Geddes Hislop. And we were having some little difficulties and keeping the dojo going there in the Cayman Island. And then I had a call. And the call was, do you have a black belt that could come and help in the Cayman Island? And I say, I have several black belts, very good black belts. Because those days I used to teach the majority of advanced class, so we had good students because I personally touched them. You know, somebody touched my soul. I'm that kind of teacher. Yeah. So he happened to come and visit me, your daddy, for something. Maybe to sell me one of them same books or something. And I say, man, I need somebody to go to the Cayman Island. But you might have to live there. Would you go if I send you? And Prof and I talk about it, Prof Thompson. And your daddy says, sure, anywhere you want me to go to help Purple Dragon, I'll go. So we pack him up, and the Chief Justice, who was here yesterday of this country, he says he could stay with me for a few days because he was the Attorney General in the Cayman Island, I think, so something like that, working over there on contract. He said, if you send a black belt, I'll give him a place to stay. So your daddy starts staying with the Chief Justice, and he starts staying with another guy, Delroy, and get his own apartment. And then I don't know what happened. He meet your mother and fall in love with your mother. And then you end up on the scene. And you and your brother, Josiah. And the rest is history. But what made me feel happy, not only me helping your daddy, but one day I went to give energy to your mom because she had just lost her mom. And so my wife and I went over to the Cayman to pay respects and give her strength, because when I lost my son, your mom and your dad, they came and they was at my side when I was at my weakest moment when I lost my son. So I had to reciprocate because they showed me love when I needed it. They give me strength when I needed it. So your daddy says, I want to show you something. And he take me on a little tour, my wife and I, and he say, this property belongs to my wife and I. And this property belongs to my wife and I. And that property there, that piece of land, we're thinking about whether or not we should rent it out so somebody could do agriculture on it. Or we could, And I start feeling like I was 6. Well, I'm 5'11". I start to feel like I'm about 100 foot tall. 100 feet. Because the success, your father didn't squander, and your mother didn't squander. And if they had any little challenges, they were able to work it through and keep it together in spite of what marriages is. They were able to keep it together. So fight, spar, love. Fight, spar, love. And they hold it together. And you are here. And now you grading alongside your mommy. That is so beautiful. And I know you will do as well as your daddy and mommy. Your mommy is very academical. And maybe she teach your daddy to be academical. I know he's a good businessman, but she's an advocate for higher education. So if any fight in the house will be, take your book, and that kind of stuff, But when I know that you was a genius, I'm not swelling your head, right?
No, Professor.
Okay. When I know you was a genius, when I took you to Japan with me, and there's a building, and Nikki, you could remember that. The guy said, I want you all to look at this castle and see if you could find the difference. And he said, most brilliant people could look at this castle and they cannot find any difference. And you look and it wasn't even a minute. And you say, there's the difference. That's not there, that not add up with that and that. And the guy, the Japanese man, was so impressed. And I was impressed because I didn't see the difference. And I was older than you. I am, and I thought I was smarter than you. But after a while, I started leaning over by you because I wanted to get some of that smarts. And from that, when you was able to look at that thing in Japan and see the difference, and a lot of bright people didn't see it, they couldn't pick it up as quick. I say, that young man, if he don't get influenced by drugs, by strong alcohol, by bad sexual selections, wrong friends, if he defend himself against all of those things, and look at his dad and look at his mom, and then your brother look at you, man, you're going to be a hell of a success story because you're living in Europe. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. It's hard to be away,
Yes.
but it's hard to come back home. It's hard to be away from home, but it's hard to come back home. When you live in a big country like that, and you have to go back to a country with 60,000, how much people in Cayman Island? What was it?
The population?
Yeah.
65.
65,000? Oh, you all grow 80,000 now? Wow. Lots of love happening there. Wow. Everybody wants to go to Cayman Island. It's a beautiful, beautiful. You know, sometimes you all pack your gi and go to Cayman Island and train and see how beautiful that place is. But I know you wouldn't want to go back there. I don't know for sure because it's so small.
I haven't decided yet.
You haven't decided, right? You're trying to make your mother feel happy. All right. Okay, back inside. Thank you very much. You know the kids, you see them before they're born. You know them before they're born, and you held their mommy, and you held their daddy, and you grow them, and then they come and say, this is our baby. And he's 22, 23 now. How old are you, son?
20.
Already? All right. How much he is again, Sensi? How old is your son? 23. Well, he holding up good. He holding up good. When I was 21, I had a baby already. So you holding up good. Don't rush. Trust me. Those times, when I was 21, the TT dollars was almost like 2 to 1. 2 TT dollars was, so you could have minor baby. Now, don't rush. Fellas, hey, keep your zip up. Take it easy. Real expensive to mind a baby here. And give the baby the good education, health care, protection, and all that. You have to be organized. As Granny say, a bird always find a nest, make a nest before she lay her eggs. So, find a nest, buy land. Find a nest, invest in yourself. And then, you could start to organize to get some eggs to put in the nest. Babies now. But don't rush it. Because your baby will suffer. Your baby will suffer. And you might have to turn to crime to see about your baby and die early. Don't do that. Plan well. Don't squander your youthfulness. And don't let your erection dictate your direction. So I want to thank you all for being here today, and I wish you all a speedy recovery from any kind of negative that you come here from, that you bring in your suitcase, that you bring in your head. I wish you a speedy recovery. May that you bring, that you don't want, go somewhere and rest in peace and leave you alone so that you can live and live abundantly and happily. That's what I want for all of my warriors. When you all go back to your dojo on Monday, you all should be carrying so much new truth and new love and new energy and new perspectives to your dojo that your dojo should be never a dim and dull place to be. Whenever you step up on the dojo, spine should become erect because you are there and you're such a good example. Your teachers should be so happy to receive you and say, thank you for coming today to help one of the kids the way that I help you. Thanks for returning to class. And those of you who are senseis, brace for impact. Because some of you guys who are going to be black belts, come into black belts, some of them, as soon as they get the black belts, trust me, you find excuse you never hear, they're not coming back. They ain't coming back. Missing one day, then 1 week, then 1 month, and 1 year, and all kinds of stuff, not returning your calls. But they're here right now, they're rushing, they want to get a black belt. Just let them make the wrong choice. Just let them make the wrong choice, and when you call them, you'll see. You say, my grandmaster told me that. He told me that. So make right choice, guys. Make right selections. Choose your life and your life partners and your job and different things. Choose wisely, choose carefully. My wife and I went to see, we went to a show. We like going to Broadway. That is one of the things Mrs. Jacob, Elizabeth Jacob and I have in common. We love Broadway, so we like to go to plays. And we went to one at Kravis Center, not too far from our house in Florida. And there was a play by the Harlem Ballet team. I didn't even know Harlem had a ballet team. I never thought that there had black people doing ballet like that level. Seriously, these guys were awesome. And we went to the show. And one of the play was Close But Far. One of the teams, one of the dances was Close But Far. And there was this girl who had a bunch of baggage. All kinds of baggage. People did all kinds of bad things to her in life, guys. She allowed it. She had a really rough life. And then this guy really, really loved her and was a good guy. And she was a good lady, but just had a rough life and nobody to help and guide her and protect her on her way on her journey. And so this guy loved her and they're doing the scene. And when they come together and they're just about to embrace, then she would just put her hands up like that. Like, stop, because you don't know the baggage I'm carrying. You don't know, but I love you and I want to be close. But then she goes, stop. You got to stay far. So how many of us in relationships and friendships and in jobs and different things, and it's close but far, and if you only embrace, that's the end of your life. But yet you want to be so close because that person's so beautiful. But stop and think it over. Close but far. I leave that play with tears in my eyes. I asked my wife, what do you think? You think you go back and see a play like that? She said, yes. She said, would you go back? I say, yes, but I want to take students with me. I don't want to see this just with you again. I want to see this. I want some young students to come and see this. How these guys put this together. Close but far. How many of you guys are wrong people and you want to be close and you're so close, but they're really so far? Or you so far? Close but far. And close but far experience is such a dangerous emotion. You want to be close because you're close. You don't want to be close and far at the same time because you become, your equilibrium is just off. And where do you find your balance? On the dojo. Because on the dojo, you're coming to find out about this technique that is called motion versus emotion. Yes. You're coming to find this one that is called motion versus emotion. So every time you practice your Danjitsu, you're trying to find your balance between motion and emotion. Yes, Mr. Snyder, I could hear the next song coming. I could hear the next song. This brother, stand up, my dear brother. Oh man, he wrote some nice songs about me and Purple Dragon, like Granny says. He's going to be singing, to entertain us, tomorrow and stuff. But when I lecture, he accumulates the words and he put them into songs. And when I hear them again, I say, wow, this guy is a genius. He likes to take all kinds of old pot and old pan and make music out of all kinds of things that people throw out. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Thank you. Well, my life has been such a beautiful life, and I really want to share so much with my students, so much with you. Like, I always wanted to go to Greece. And I never thought I would have gone. I've been to many countries, but I didn't think I was going to go. But what really, really influenced me to go is when I went and see that movie, 300? Spartan! What is your direct? What's that? What's your profession? Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. I do. Warriors. And I said, I would like to go to Greece. And then one of my students there, who came from Sensei Amber's dojo, Sensei Ayuna, and her husband, said, Professor, I know you always want to go to Greece. We want to take you and your wife to Greece. We going, you want to go? I say, yeah, we going Santorini. Yeah, we going to Santorini. And they took me to where the Olympic was first, the first Olympic Games. Yeah, they took me. And I and my wife, we went down there and we say, ready, set, go. So we was able to run on the spot of the first Olympic in Greece. And it was just such a beautiful, beautiful experience to go into Greece with students who could interpret for us. Some of the highest mountain other than Africa that we went and journeyed through with meandering roads was in Greece. And I was so concerned, I want to say scared, but let me say concerned. I was so concerned about all these roads meandering up through the mountains and stuff like that, almost as high as when we was in Africa. Not Africa, in Nepal, that kind of mountains. And there's a word at a sign in Greek, and I can't read in Greek, and it says repent. Because anytime you miss the road and the turn, it has no coming back, so you're only seeing repent. So husband say, Professor, and he just tell me, you know what that sign says? It says repent. And now my sense of smell kick in, because you could smell the brake. As you know, the brake burning going down, and I'm saying, this brake better work, because we're going to have to repent. And so, you know, as you travel and you go through different things, it's just amazing. Going to churches, they took me to places in Santorini and other churches where all the saints, the painting of the saints, and I have to stand up and say, is all black. Hello. All black. And I asked one person, why is the painting that color with all these saints? They say, all the candlelights over the years are praying, the smoke, the soot, cause it to be black. But only the faces, nothing else. Right. So, but as you travel, you become exposed to different type of education. And sometimes you find out that whenever you read somebody's story, it's his story, and it's his history, it's not necessarily the truth. And some people say, don't let the truth ruin a good story. But you want to get the truth, and nothing but the truth, so you really know. And I believe you guys studying the truth. And I really believe that you guys are going to make a difference in Purple Dragon Dunjitsu. I really, really believe that. And those of you who come in just to get a black belt and just, as we say in Trinidad, and bust it, I really wish you all stay and help others, please. Don't quit. Don't quit now. Can't stop now. No, can't stop now. Keep going. You know, might like everything about me. I don't like everything about you. You know? But guess what? We could disagree in many areas to agree on something, and we will make it. We're going to fight, you know, verbally or with our eyes. We're not fighting physically. I'm not fighting nobody. If I have to, I will, but that's not my energy at this stage of my life. I'm not no youth. I don't want to fight with nobody. I just want to enjoy my life and help people to enjoy theirs. That's what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want no trouble with nobody. If I have to get in trouble because somebody interfered with my wife or my family or some kind of thing, my students, and I have to try and defend them, I will do that without any reservation or any fear. But I always pray and ask the universe, please direct me away from those people with those type of energy. Because it's not a pretty thought. Not a pretty thought. And my grandmother always say, trouble comes the speed of an arrow, a bow, an arrow, let the arrow go, the speed of an arrow, and leave on a sluggard's back. So you get in trouble quick. And years and years and years, you can't get yourself out. Fall in a trap, can't get out. So avoid the trap. by practicing your martial arts discipline. Have a strong no, otherwise you're going to have a weak yes. Iala Van Sant said in her book, Acts of Faith. You don't have a strong no, she said you're going to have a weak yes, and I adopted because I like that philosophy. So I want you all to stay strong. I want you all to go ahead as we release you now, and we're going to go and try to get our black belt that we came here for, and nothing else. And nothing else. We don't want no stress. We don't want no distress. We don't want no bad vibes. We don't want none of those things. And you all mightn't agree with some of the things I say, but let's disagree to agree. Life is like sucking a mango. You don't need the seed, you don't need the skin maybe, but guess what? You throw this skin, you put it back in the soil, biodegradable. You put the seed back in the soil, but you eat the meat. So just absorb what's useful. The good thing in something, take the good thing in something and use that. The other part doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit you, it suits somebody else. One man's garbage is another man's treasure. So you treasure what you treasure, and let the other guy treasure his garbage or his whatever it is. But you do you. Do you, and you're going to be all right. So I thank you. I want you to come on your feet, and then we're going to just stretch you out a little bit, and then help you on your journey. And we don't want you to be on a blindfolded journey. We want you to see clearly where you're going today and all the other days. All right, guys? Thank you. Would anybody like to just get a sip of water or something before we push on? Because we don't want you to get dehydrated. Okay, so those who need to go get a sip of water, use the toilet quickly. If you could get back within 4 or 5 minutes, and we will push. We want to make sure that you have no injury. You don't have one man down and you have to double up today. Bring him, see if we could bring him back, right? So we don't want no, so stretch well, warriors. Thank you all. Push. guys, this is Sawari for reading, and then we're going to go.
Urge Grandmaster.
So we're going to have the reading by Shihan Delisha as usual from the book Checkpoint. Every one of you guys, even though the book is like a business book to help you to prosper a little more beyond the physical martial art, every one of you guys, the heads of the dojo should definitely have one and ensure that your critical students have one. And this book here is just, this is something else. We're going to be able to tell you what the prices are on these two in a moment. But this book tells you everything about all the 31, 32 Shihan dead and alive in Purple Dragon. This is a must-have. Everybody must have this so you know your Shihans, and we have other books coming out. We'll keep you posted, okay? All right. Thank you, Shihan.
Urge Grandmaster. From Chapter 1, the book entitled Instructor's Checkpoint.
Can everybody hear?
Katas and its deeper meanings. To master a kata at the black belt level, a practitioner must have a comprehensive understanding and a strong knowledge of its varying degrees. In Donjutsu, practitioners must focus on physical and mental development, health improvement, and spiritual wellness when applying the bunkai application. Through the physical kata, a story is conveyed that assesses one's combat readiness and ability to uphold the style's traditions. The execution of the kata reflects one's attentiveness and unwavering dedication. Proper kiai. In Donjutsu, using proper kiai to strengthen the lungs, startle opponents, and maintain focus is important. Without purposeful and strong kiais, it would be like being on a ship without a GPS to guide you safely to your destination. And these are the teachings of Grandmaster Professor Don Jacob.
She and Nicole will take you through 3 to 4 minutes of exercises, and then you're going to close with some deep breathing, and then you're going to get into your respective groups, you know your groups, and then we're going to start to see if we can finish off the katas today, weapons, self-defense. We want to push really, really hard to get everything out of the way, and so tomorrow, God's will, we can just focus only on sparring. We don't want to have to, if we could not take you into other things tomorrow and just finish off what you have to do, and so we could just concentrate on your fighting drills tomorrow to score that points. Okay, guys? All right. Thank you so much. All right.
second in the front line, please, and step forward. Every second, and step forward. Forward, forward, forward. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Nicely. And second line, same thing, please. Good. Keep it going, keep it going. All right, thank you. So straddle your legs, please. Nicely. Straddle your legs. Get your hands up in the air. Nicely. And we're going to keep reaching, going right, left, right, left. Keep stretching up. So you're going to stretch as high as you could. You're going to start on your left. I'm going to start on my right. Mirror image. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Keep reaching. 3. Lean. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Take your hands down. Now looking over towards your right side. Everybody look to your right. Stretch your neck out. And left. And right. Left. 2 more. Right. Left. 1 more. Right. Left. Nicely. Chin to chest. And we're going to roll like you want to place the air on your right shoulder. Then go back and bring it over on the left. So circle. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next direction. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn. Nicely. And back. Turn. Keep your toes forward. Again. Right. Turn. And left. Right. Left. 2 more. Right. Left. 1 more. Right. And left. Nicely. Good. Get your feet together. Hands on your knees. Nicely. Keep them side bend. And we're going forward and back. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going side to side. So we're going right and left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go 5. We're going right. Right side to the left. Let's go. 1, right to left. 2, circle it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Next direction. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely straight your legs. Nicely going down. Touch the floor, fingertips back up to your hips. So we're going down and up. Let's go. 1, 2, keep your knees straight. 3, get that arm straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take your hands through your legs. Keeping your knees straight. Hands going through your legs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nicely. So from right there, we're going to bend. Sit down. Sit down. For those of you, go as low as you can. Nicely get your elbows. Separate your knees. Hold on to your ankle. Drop your hip down. Hip down inside. You're going to keep holding, and we're going to straighten your knees. So straighten your knees up. 1. And back down inside. Drop that hip down. Let's go. 2. And back down inside. 3. And back down inside. 4. And back down inside. 5. And stay. So we're going to rock side to side. Going over to your left, to your right. To your left, to your right. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now use the elbows, drop your hips on the side, use the elbows, push those knees apart, keep your chest up. Nicely, feel that stretch on the inner thigh. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands on the floor, straighten up, walk your legs in a little bit. Bending your left, your right knee. Bend your right knee, come up. Right knee bend. Get your both hands over towards the outside of your left leg. And hold it there. And we count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten your right. Over towards the other side. Bend. Hold on the outside. And stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back center, walk your legs in. Nicely. Right leg, we're going block routine to the knee, opening up your hip. We're going to the right side. Get your hands up, starting at right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Right side only. 4, 5. Now we're going from the outside in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg in, out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going from the outside in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back down. Nicely bend over. Feel the stretch nicely. Just bounce it out there. Just side to side. Good job, side to side. Nicely. Good. Slowly up. Nicely. Ush, Grandmaster. Ush. Right, candidates, we're going to get back into your group. In an orderly manner, please get back into your groups. We're going back into group 1 to 3. Next, 1 to 3. Next group, 1 to 3. Yes? Get ready. Ready, and go, please. First group, this side. Quickly. Hurry up, quickly, guys. Get in your groups. Hush. We're going back to your assigned table, so turn in the direction. You nicely. Back to your assigned ring. Nicely. Hush.
When they finish, you go in a direction. Well, we want everybody to be at 5:50. So we join about 6. And we want to get if we could start about 9 to 10 o'clock, if you get out, if you get out, but the style will come out. You know? We're going to be all right. Come on, Bula. That's all. Going to do good. They had to do it. Not the one that was coming to do that. All right, guys, thank you again. May I have your attention? I want you guys to remember that what we're trying to do, we have 8 categories. We're trying to find some winners in the different age groups. So it's really critically important that you separate yourself with your techniques from the next guy. Don't just try to get a black belt. Try to get the plaque that comes with it. And it's only 8. Whatever category, age group category in, you have to be able to, your kata must be as good as your technique, as good as your break fall, as good at everything you're doing, and including your sparring tomorrow, your fitness and everything. So when that selection is made, I want every one of you guys to tell yourself, I want to be in the number. I want to be in that number. Don't just do this thing like you're not trying to separate yourself. The guy on your side, you love him. I know that he's your purple dragon brother or sister, but you have to be able to take charge of what's going on now and surpass yourself, please. All right, so it's really critically important to keep in mind that you're not just trying to grade for the black belt, but you're trying to be to the top of your class without hurting yourself. So please push past everybody, but most of all, push past yourself. Surpass yourself. All right, so those who are going to do the kata second rounds, give it your all, please. All right, thank you so much. Okay, warriors, thank you so much. I think we finished this part here, and I think they're ready for the food now. All right, guys, so we'd like to, you all go and have your meal, and then we're going to get going again. Thank you so, so much. All right, bye-bye.